a moment it looked as though Keith Brown had him. And they're away. Oh, this time it... And once again, the tape, they're snagged on the tape, and it's a recall. It's a recall. It was called.
And they're coming to the open ditch, and Shaw Metal it is who's over first from Give Us a Buck, and then on the near side Romany King, Stay on Tracks, Esha Ness, and then on the other hand, and then just in behind them the Gooser as we join Jim McGrath.
And it's Shaw Metal who led over the fourth there as they all got over that one. They're all continuing. Mistaken. Farm Week is gone. Farm Week gone at that one. Davis Dukey was badly balked as they go to the next one now, and it's Give Us a Buck up there in company with on the other hand and Carvilla Howe as they draw to it now from the Gooser, but Shaw Metal led over it on the inside. Out wider on the course then is the Committee, followed in behind them by Howe Street, and further back in the field is Esha Ness as they travel down now towards Beaches, and on the inside it's Shaw Metal who's going to lead them over Beaches on the inside. Give Us a Buck is out wider as they get over that one. The leaders are all over pretty safely. In fact, they're all over there safely. Davis Dukey just jumping it, coming to the Fournaven fence now. They're all continuing. Shaw Metal the leader by 2 lengths or so as he draws to it now from Howe Street. Then on the inside is Romany King, very handy from Give Us a Buck, Interim Lib. Esha Ness is behind them, followed by Carvilla Howe, the Committee. Then Stay on Tracks, the inside as they come to the canal turn. Next in the field then is Party Politics, who's very handy as they go to the canal turn now. And Shaw Metal led over it. Shaw Metal by a couple of lengths to Romany King, Interim Lib, the inside. Howe Street is out wide. Then Esha Ness followed next in the field by Give Us a Buck as they go over Valentine's. Further back is Garrison Savannah, fairly handy as they all get over that one okay. Then Royal Athlete as they go towards the 10th, and we rejoin John Hanmer.
I don't know why they're going on, because it's got to be a void race. The starter's flag was up, but it's Shaw Metal out in front of Howe Street. Then Interim Lib, Travel Over's gone there, and right at the back is David's Dukey as they come to the open ditch. And Royal Athlete's gone as well, and it's Howe Street out in front of Shaw Metal, Carvilla Howe, Give Us a Buck, Romany King, Interim Lib, and Esha Ness. And then comes the Committee as they jump the 12th, and Howe Street landed in the lead from Shaw Metal, Give Us a Buck. Then on the inside, Romany King and Carvilla Howe, then Esha Ness, Interim Lib, the Committee, and they're followed by, on the other hand, Party Politics and Garrison Savannah and Laura's Bow on the outside. And they're going now towards the 13th with Howe Street just in front as we join Peter O'Sullivan.
Well, here's one of the greatest sensations ever in the National. There were 9 horses still waiting at the start. Richard Dunwoody has still got the tape round his neck that he got caught up in on Won't Be Gone Long, and officially it really cannot possibly be a race with the starter's flag still raised. But Howe Street doesn't know that. He's in the lead from Shaw Metal, and coming to jump it clear, Howe Street from Shaw Metal, Romany King just behind him. Then comes David's Dukey and Carvilla Howe and Give Us a Buck. And this is the most amazing scene here, with the crowd booing as they realize that several horses have had, 9 horses have had no chance at all, and they're being waved past the chair. They're not going to jump it. It just, well, they are going to jump it. They can't believe it. Howe Street lands in the lead. Shaw Metal nearly went. They're going to have to pull up when they get here, surely. Howe Street from Interim Lib on his inside and Give Us a Buck. Then Carvilla Howe, and boos from the crowd as they jump the water. Right up there is Esha Ness. And they're being told not to go out in the country, but they can't believe it. They're going on. Mr. Ed has pulled up, but Howe Street is carrying on. Riverside Boy has pulled up, but Howe Street's going on from Shaw Metal. Interim Lib and Carvilla Howe. The crowd are booing. Director's been pulled up. Zeta's Lad's been pulled up as well. Captain Dibble's been pulled up, and Garrison Savannah and Party Politics. They've all been pulled up at the start, and now there's nobody to stop them by the look of it out in the country. Howe Street jumped it in the lead from Shaw Metal and Interim Lib and Esha Ness and Carvilla Howe, and the riders looking across at each other as if to say, what are we supposed to do now? Shaw Metal on the inside, Howe Street the grey. Then comes Romany King in third, Interim Lib 4 on the inside as they run down to the next, and we rejoin John Hammer.
Well, Shaw Metal's jump would have been the 19th, except it isn't a race. And Shaw Metal, the leader from High Street, Romany King still going, Carvilla Howe, Give Us a Buck, Interim Lib, and then the committee, and then comes Esha Ness, and High Street has fallen, and Shaw Metal has fallen, and still going at the back is Laura's Bow and Bonanza Boy. Joyful Noise has pulled up, and possibly the jockeys think that the people waving flags are demonstrators, and that's why they're going on. But let's join Jim McGrath at Beeches.
Well, this absolute farce, they're still continuing here, and we can see 8 of them on screen now as they come to Beeches. Give Us a Buck goes right through it on the outside. Fortunately, they've got over it okay. They're realizing it, the riders here. They're slowing up to a virtual walk as they come towards the Foynaven fence. Romany King, Adrian Maguire having his first ride in the race on the inside. The committee, Interim Lib, Carvilla Howe just on the outside as in behind them, Give Us a Buck. But they're all sensing something's wrong, but nobody's really game enough to pull up as they come towards the canal turn now. The Goose are out of the race there. Mistake by Interim Lib, but this absolute farce continues. Interim Lib's rider has been unseated. They come now towards Valentine's, and the leader, Romany King, on the inside of the committee, then Carvilla Howe, and behind them, Give Us a Buck. On the other hand, Bonanza Boys refused, but they're continuing on as they go to the next. Let's rejoin John Hammer.
And this would be 5 out, and up in front it's Romany King and the committee from Carvilla Howe on the other hand, and then Give Us a Buck and Esha Ness, and they're clear of Laura's Bow, and those are the only ones I think. And the committee led over the open ditch 4 out, the committee from Romany King, then Carvilla Howe, Give Us a Buck, on the other hand Esha Ness and Laura's Bow, and this would be 3 out, and Romany King and the committee took it together from Carvilla Howe. Then on the other hand is next with Give Us a Buck, and they're followed by Esha Ness, and they're clear of Laura's Bow and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
Well, this is one of the greatest disasters in the history of the National, because here are these heroic competitors preparing to come to the second last fence, believing that the race is on. It cannot possibly be an official race. Here we have the 2 disputants, the committee on the near side, the sheepskin noseband, Adrian Maguire on the far side on Romany King, Carvilla Howe next being challenged by Esha Ness as they come to the second last fence. And it's Romany King and the committee, and these horses having an arduous race for nothing, but it cannot be a race. Esha Ness is making good progress in 3rd place. At the final fence, Esha Ness comes to tackle the 2 who preceded him into that fence, and Esha Ness going away from the committee and Romany King as he races up towards the line. Of course, there were people on the course earlier, and the riders thought that they were demonstrating, and so they didn't take any notice of those who tried to stop them. So as they race up to the line in the National, that surely isn't. Esha Ness is the winner. 2nd is Carvilla Howe. 3rd is Romany King for the committee, and 5 is Give Us a Buck. Then come, on the other hand, and Laura's Bow, and they are the only ones to have completed in the race that surely never was. So, an incredulous group of jockeys. There's Jamie Osborne, latent talent there. Here's Keith Brown, the starter. And here is a bitterly, bitterly disappointed rider of Esha Ness, John White, who so nearly won the race, a proper race.